Welcome back, fight fans. Let's just dig right into it and break it down. Jermall Charlo goes 12 rounds with a cherry-picked, tune-up level fighter and a Brandon Adams. And let's just break down the fight. You know, it was an interesting fight. Brandon Adams showed and it exposed a lot of vulnerabilities in Jermall Charlo, you know. At the end of the day, Jermall Charlo was looking for Brandon Adams, looking to cut off the ring, and he simply couldn't. He couldn't cut off the ring against a Brandon Adams. And Brandon Adams is a naturally 154-pounder. Brandon Adams was actually knocked out at 154 pounds. So that's a very interesting thing, that when a guy like Brandon Adams has already been stopped at a lower weight class, and then you see a guy like Jermall Charlo, who's known for his power, known for knockout ability, supposed to be a big puncher, supposed to be an elite level fighter, supposed to be ducked by all the big names, but yet you can't stop a guy that's a natural 154 pounder who's already been stopped at 154. That's a problem. Jermall Charlo looked like he was looking to land shots, and he was struggling the entire night to land clean and effective shots. You know, a lot of judges had him winning the round unanimously, had it a wide margin. You know, I thought Jermall Charlo, you know, should have won the fight. I give him credit on that. But at the end of the day, the fight meant nothing, because it just proves that, you know, against a cherry-pick level fighter, he struggled at points. Even in the 6th round, Jermall Charlo looked like he may have been in trouble. Jermall Charlo started wincing his hand at the end of the fight, but he showed no signs of any hand injury the whole fight. So we have to look at that with a grain of salt. It makes no sense. You know, these guys get nervous when it goes to a decision. There was no bragging, no boasting like they normally do. You can tell that Brandon Adams was a lot more than they anticipated. This fight proves that Jermall Charlo is not ready for the elite level fighters. He's not ready for Canelo Alvarez. He's not ready for Demetrius Andre. He's not ready for Danny Jacobs. He's not ready for the best at 160 pounds. He's simply not at that level. You know, offensively, he's deficient in being a top level fighter. He has a very good punch. He's a very strong fighter, but he couldn't even stop or drop Brandon Adams, a guy who's been stopped and dropped before. He couldn't do anything to this guy who's from 154 pounds. That's what bothers me, because that shows you what level he's on. He didn't have the IQ to cut off the ring. He didn't have the training. He was looking for the big shot early and often, and then when he stopped, he was attempting to win rounds. There was points where, you know, Brandon Adams was landing clean and effective on his chin. The reason why Brandon Adams lost tonight was for 2 reasons. One, his work rate was way too low. It was just too low. His work rate was just not enough to be able to beat Jermall Charlo. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. The second reason is, it's simply Brandon Adams doesn't belong at 160 pounds. He stated himself that he feels stronger, faster, and more confident at 154 pounds. But he took this fight with Jermall Charlo because these guys threw a lot of money at him. At the end of the day, you should knock out a cherry pick in a showcase fight, and Jermall Charlo couldn't. This is the level of competition that he's struggling against, that in the 6th round he got exposed against. Jermall Charlo is not at the level that his fanboys wish he was. I respect Jermall Charlo. I like Jermall Charlo, but he is a paper champ. He didn't beat anybody for the WBC championship, and he won't have that belt for too much longer. Once again, Unbiased as always, it's the IBFP. Please share, like, and you must absolutely subscribe.